Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ultimus, and it is New Year's Eve. Crazy. 2006 is upon us. We are on the cusp of the end of 2015. It's been a crazy year. It's been a good year in a lot of ways. It's been a horrible year in others. I guess that's just life. Ebbs and flows and ups and downs and backs and forths and all that good stuff. Definitely trying to end 2015 on a positive note, though. So, that's part of why I'm vlogging, because vlogging makes me happy, and I like talking to you guys, and I like making videos for you guys. So, oh man, but I've actually got stuff that I want to talk about a little bit tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in, and I will start off by first and foremost saying I hope you have a lovely New Year's Eve, and if you're partying or hanging out with friends, I hope you are safe and smart, please. And I hope you just have a good time, because getting together with friends, that's what it's all about. It's no drama, at least it's supposed to be no drama. And it's just supposed to be a time that you walk away saying, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad that's how I spent my evening, not, I should have went somewhere else. So, I hope you have that kind of evening, where by the time you're done with it and you're crawling into bed at whatever hour of the morning you are, you're saying, that was a good use of my time. So, I want to talk about fitness. I know, crazy, right? Predictable. Cliche, maybe, but it's where my mind's at, because I know a lot of you and I know a lot of people are going to be making fitness related New Year's resolutions. Myself included, sort of. Not to the degree or in the same way that a lot of other people are, but I know they're out there. It is the most common one. It's the reason gym memberships skyrocket, and places like 24-hour fitness and other gyms just rake in bank during this time of year. And I will say this, though. If you are one of the people making a New Year's resolution to lose weight, I hope you do it. I hope you are successful. I hope that you find deep down inside yourself the desire and the discipline to want that picture you have of yourself, hopefully it's realistic, more than you want to be lazy or comfortable. I hope to God you find that. Because for me, it was so worth it. And I will never go back. Ever. Like, I would rather die than go back. However, I know it is not easy. Part of my fitness story is that I tried 3 times prior to losing weight to lose weight, and I failed every time. I got a couple months in and fell off the wagon and ended up putting on more weight than I lost. And I've told you guys that before. So, I want to throw out there for you guys that are taking this seriously a couple tips. Hopefully that will help you and encourage you through this season and this time that you are hoping to make a lifestyle change. These aren't going to go in any particular order of importance or severity. They're just going to kind of come as they've came into my mind. Some of them I've already thought up, and some of them will probably come to mind as I'm recording this video. But I'm going to try to keep this concise as possible, simply for the sake of, I know nobody wants to sit here and watch a 15-minute video of some dude rambling about this stuff. So, here we go. First and foremost, hopefully you've started already. Don't wait till the new year. Don't necessarily say, I'm going to give myself one more day where I don't care and nothing matters, and you're going to eat yourself out of house and home and just go crazy. Start now. Start today. Begin building those habits now. Even if it's simply going on a walk, going on a run, jumping on the treadmill, lifting a little bit of weights, going to the gym, whether it's an apartment complex gym, your 24-hour gym, whatever it is, your local fitness club, the YMCA, wherever you're going to be working out, in your own home, for example, even if that's it. And get familiar with the equipment. Kind of look around, get a feel for where everything is at. Kind of get comfortable with the idea. And of course, don't be afraid to put in some exercise. For me, a lot of my comfort zone comes from, of course, familiarity. Now that I'm in the gym more and I'm doing less at-home workouts, I'm very comfortable with the free weights. I'm very comfortable with the machines. But at first, that was an awkward and hard transition for me. I was very tempted to just go back to what I was comfortable with, even though I knew I wouldn't make as much progress as I wanted, or I wouldn't get the results I wanted. So, I told myself I'm okay being uncomfortable, because when you're uncomfortable, you're forced to change and adapt. That's the beauty of being human. We adapt. So, begin making those changes now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till Monday, whatever it is. I mean, unless you have a really good reason, I really can't think of one, honestly. Just start now. Just do it. Whether it's just starting to exercise now, little things, or making changes to your diet. Sit down and figure out what your caloric intake is. And that's going to lead us to our second point that's going to be helpful for you. Please don't go into this blind. Do some research. Find some credible sources, some credible websites, some credible YouTubers, people that actually have their degrees or good points of reference and things like that to help you win the battle of knowledge over this. Because a lot of times where people fall apart is they just don't know. And they end up doing things or not doing things that they should or shouldn't do. So with that, part of knowing and part of the knowledge and learning comes from paying attention to your food. And I'm not saying you have to cut out everything and anything. That's why I'm a big fan of flexible dieting if it fits in your macros. I lost the most significant weight and got my leanest I've ever been using that method, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. So don't just necessarily go through your fridge and throw away all the crap in there that you think you shouldn't eat. Although, prefacing, or I suppose I should say parentheses, if that's what's going to help you and that's what you know you need to do, then do it. For me, when I was going through my weight loss, I had to cut out everything cold turkey because I knew at the time my discipline was zilch. So I didn't touch anything. And this is when I lost my biggest chunk of weight. I lost 95 pounds through that, more so actually 100. I lost 100 pounds doing that, just cutting out sugars, any extra goodies that weren't planned, cold turkey. And I know that's not for everybody, which is why I'm thankful for if it fits your macros. So, as far as the knowledge portion, look up and pay attention to how many calories you're burning on an average day, how many calories you're eating on an average day, so that way you know where you're starting at. Because the average diet requires you to reduce your calories anywhere from, let's say, 300 to 500 to begin losing weight, and then as your body plateaus and adjusts its metabolism, then you'll reduce calories from there every couple months to month or so, depending on how your body is adjusting. But knowledge is power. It really is. Because if you're paying attention to and you're tracking your macros and you're tracking your nutrients and your food and your calories, you're going to know what's going on. It's going to be less guesswork. You're going to find yourself in less positions of, I screwed up today, now I feel guilty. It's one of those things to where it's going to help you succeed better because it gives you an actual point of reference, a flag in the ground where you can look at and say, okay, this is what actually happened today. And so if you have those days that you go over, they happen. You know what? Tomorrow I'll be better. And that's our third point. Don't beat yourself up over your failures. You haven't failed. You just tripped up. That's it. One bad meal isn't going to put back on all the weight you just lost, just like one good meal isn't going to make you miraculously lose all the weight. If you've been in my position, you know this is years and years of laziness or hard work, I suppose, and just not caring. And so it caught up with you. But now you know you're in a position where you want to make changes. And so, again, it's not going to happen overnight. It takes time. Please be patient. Please be patient. It is so worth it in the end. As you're going in a month or two along and your clothes start fitting differently, people start noticing that you're losing weight. Let me give you some statistics here on this one. They say, and I might be getting this backwards, so please do forgive me on this one, but I feel like you'll get the point. They say it takes a month of you exercising and losing weight for people to actually recognize you're losing weight. Okay? It takes 2 months for you to recognize or notice that you're actually losing weight. Now again, I may have gotten those reversed, but I feel like the point remains the same. It's going to take time. It will, but you have time. So make it count. Don't slack off. Make it happen. But don't beat yourself up if you trip up, because it's okay. Everybody does. When I was losing weight, I had intentional cheat meals and cheat days where on Sundays, I knew I was going to eat more than I did any other day of the week, but I didn't go crazy. I applied some self-control. I knew when I had had enough, and I was good. And it was okay. And it was okay. I made it. I did. And my biggest philosophy, honestly, is if I can do it, I know you guys can. And whether your fitness goals are losing weight, toning up, maintaining weight, getting stronger, putting on mass, whatever it is, I feel like these principles can honestly apply to you no matter where you're at. Next point, please don't fall for fitness scams. Please don't fall for miracle diets, miracle pills, superfoods, all that kind of stuff. it doesn't work. I feel like there's enough conclusive research out there now that shows that this stuff just doesn't work. What works is eating balanced meals and paying attention to your calories and your macros and keeping your micronutrients up there. That's, of course, your vitamins, your minerals, all that stuff as well, along with just exercising. Bottom line, there's no special pill out there that's going to help you and cause you to lose weight. There are going to be pills out there that will help accelerate your metabolism along with your exercise, but it's not that pill that's going to be actually making you lose weight. In the end of the day, it's you, your diet, you're paying attention to those details, and your hard work that's going to do it. So for me, that was pretty empowering to realize. Like, at the end of the day, when I finished with all this and I finally achieved the goal that I was set out for, I realized at the end of the day, no one could take that from me. I did that. I accomplished that. I set myself a goal, and I did it. And I did whatever it took. I didn't let anybody stop me. And this may be hard to believe, but I actually had a lot of negativity going through that. I had a lot of people that were very negative and critical towards me in that time for a lot of different reasons. And maybe someday I'll share that story. But at the end of the day, it wasn't them that had to wake up and be miserable because they were 300 pounds and hated their skin and were uncomfortable wearing clothes and just wanted to... had no motivation for the day. I woke up depressed. I went to bed depressed. And I couldn't tell you why. At the end of the day, they didn't have to deal with that. I did. And at the end of the day, I put in the work and I made it happen. And I don't say that arrogantly, but I say that that's one of the biggest and best accomplishments in my life. And I'm proud of that. And you should be proud of that too. Next point I will throw out there, and this is one that can be a little more sensitive for the ladies, but I know it is definitely an issue for guys as well. Please don't try to work out to look pretty or to look like so-and-so. Because here's some spoilers for you. I hate to break it to you, but you're never going to look like them because you're not them. You may have some similarities, but there's a lot of genetics that goes into this. Some people have bigger shoulders and stronger shoulders naturally. Some people have better biceps naturally, legs, core, all that stuff. It's a genetics game. And some people have to work harder for bigger biceps. One thing I'm coming to terms with recently is one of my weaker muscle groups by ratio and comparison is definitely biceps. My biceps are probably the most sad part of my body at the moment. But you know what? That's okay. I can train them harder. Tonight I burned them out so hard I could barely shake my protein shake. And you know what? That's okay. I'm also learning that my shoulders and my back and my legs are very, very strong. I might actually, everyone says they have a magical muscle group. My shoulders and my legs are probably right up there with my magical muscle group. They are the strongest portion of my body. I'm finding I can move good, clean weight with that, and they're growing. So, that being said, what happens if I want, Callum Von Moger's biceps? Guess what? I'm not going to get them because I'm not Callum Von Moger, and that's okay. I like being me. You should like being you too. You have a body. Take care of it. It'll take care of you. So, with that, I'm trying to think if there's any other useful tips I can throw out there for you guys. Oh, please set realistic goals. Don't expect to be losing a ton of weight in a month, 2 months, 3 months. Give it time. Some people will be hyper responders and will tend to shed a ton of weight. Other people will struggle with it. One of the jokes I got a lot when I was losing weight was, oh, it must be so easy for you to lose weight. You're a guy. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Just depends. I did burn it off pretty quickly, but because I was doing a lot of hard work. And so with that, please set realistic goals for yourself. Don't get frustrated if you don't see anything in the mirror. Please don't get frustrated if you don't see the scale moving. There's more to it than that. There is so much more to it than that. I'm going to end this vlog. Please, if you have any questions or comments at all, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to converse with you as best as possible on this. I will be sharing this on my personal Facebook page as well as hopefully a couple other groups that I am a part of on Facebook if the admins will let me. So if they do, I do thank you for that, and I hope this is beneficial to people. And I just want you to know that if you have fitness goals for 2016, I'm in your corner. I've got your back. I'm rooting for you. I know you can do it. I truly do believe in you because, if I can do it, I know you can. It is so very possible. It is obtainable, and it is right there. All you have to do is be willing to put in the work, reach out, grab it, be willing to be tired, be willing to be sore, but know in the end, you're going to get what a good chunk of the rest of the planet wishes they could. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Happy New Year. Have a great 2016. Thank you so much for your love and support and all the kind words you have for me here on the channel, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys more videos in 2016. I'll catch you next time.